So the still image behind me that's green screen is from a TikTok video where this young fella right here goes up to this older gentleman and he's trying to pull a TikTok prank where he's literally snatching his groceries as they being rung up. And Unc is telling him, please stop playing with me. Everything is not a game. The young fella in the shirt continues to play with him, saying, well, what you gonna do about it? If you want to do something about it, go do about it. Unc is telling him, please stop. I see your man in the background with the camera. This gotta be an internet joke. This gotta be one of those TikTok pranks. Everything is not a joke. Please stop. And again, the young fella right here continues with the TikTok prank. So Unc says, all right, since you want to play so much, I got a concealed carry permit. What you want to do? Oh man, come on, man. It's just a prank. As an older millennial, I'm in my 30s. I'm getting old myself. I remember life before Facebook. I didn't get a Facebook account until I was like 21. So I was an adult before I hopped on the internet. Playing around like this, even with your family members, pre-internet, used to come with consequences. You couldn't play around like this with your uncles. You couldn't play around like this with your father if you knew him. No, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying. You couldn't play around like this. I'll give you an example. I was 19 or 20. My father had a long day at work. He came home. I called myself jumping on his back. My father is 6'3", 230. I'm 6 feet, 220. Within 10 seconds, my father picked me up with one hand and threw me somewhere and said, I told you to stop playing around so much. What you younger folks don't realize is cats in their late 30s, 40s, 50s come from an era when you played like this, consequences came behind it. Back in the days, you couldn't even get a prank off like this, even within your own family. Even within your own family, you couldn't get a prank off like this because I'm not inciting violence, but one of your uncles would have caved your chest in. One of your uncles before, oh, uncle, you'd have been coughing somewhere trying to get your breath. And that's not inciting violence before I get a community strike.
Yeah, man, facts. So, first and foremost, and I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Harakakadash. So, you see what the guy was saying, man. It's definitely right. It's definitely true. You play games, man. You're going to win. Play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes, man. And double honors to the apostles and elders and teachers of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. We told you that internet shit will get you smoked, man. You know what I mean? We told you, man. But you want to be YouTube pranksters and stuff, man. Straight up and down, man. Look what the Lord said. Matthew chapter number 4 and verse number 6. Verse number 5. It says, then the devil taketh him up into the holy city and setteth him up on a pinnacle of the temple and saith unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. Yahushua said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Okay? Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And that's basically what it is doing, You tempting the Lord, man. And the Most High will destroy you, man. So, you don't want to play games, man. Straight up. This shit needs to stop,
We are trying to tell you we come from an era where all this internet clout that y'all doing to try to get y'all TikToks popping, to try to get y'all YouTube channels up, it's gonna get one of y'all hurt. Now, luckily, Unc practiced patience because he kept telling him, I see your man in the back with the camera. Please stop because I had a long day at work. We're trying to tell you something. Please listen, young folks. Again, playing around like this. Back in the days, you know what the most common thing that used to get people into fights? You couldn't even get pranks off. It was just you talking too much. Anybody over 35 know what I'm talking about. If your boy, your homegirl, your cousin came home from a long day of work, or they just didn't feel like being irritated, and you kept running your mouth and snapping or having jokes on them, that right there was good enough for you to get in a fight. So I can't imagine now that child running up on people in grocery stores. There's a TikTok where this guy does the elevator prank where he's on one side of the elevator, and as he's going up the elevator and people are coming down, he's touching them, he's taking hats. He even touched the dude's girlfriend, and the dude grabbed them immediately and pulled them over the elevator. And he had to, oh man, come on, it's just a prank, it's just a prank. Younger folks, I don't know what y'all age range, but younger folks under the age of 30, grown men that were alive, that were adults before the internet, do not play like this. We have never played like this. Please take a cue, because it's going to get one of y'all severely hurt before y'all can yell out, it's just a prank.
Dead serious. And yeah, well put. Definitely well put. Although he's not coming out of the scriptures, he's giving sound advice. I mean, straight up and down. Okay. Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived. The Lord is not mocked. Okay. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Okay. So you're going to get what you deserve, man. If you're doing stupid shit, you're going to catch the L. You're going to catch a L. All right. And that goes for everything, man. Anything you do that's stupid, you're going to catch an L, man. All right? The Lord's eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man. You know, bottom line. So if you mess around, you're going to get judgment. You're going to get judgment. You know, I don't know how many times I got to say this, man, but I mean, let this be a lesson in your own life, because your own life needs to be an example. Okay? Anything you do to a brother or anything that you do spiritually, where you think you got away with it and you're just going to get away and the Lord's not going to judge you, I mean, that's just crazy, you know? Let me see if I can find this one scripture. Okay, well, let's get some edification. Psalm 84:5. Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, in whose heart are the ways of them. Exactly, yeah. See? That's what it's about. You're supposed to be ultimately allowing the Lord to be your strength, not this attention seeking and money seeking, you know, to that level where you're willing to compromise your moral integrity and possibly risk your life just to get clicks, likes, and views and clout. That's just not the way, man. These pranksters and people who put their hot girlfriends or whatever inside of pranks. There's a guy who, little Spanish kid or whatever, and, you know, he's got a good-looking girlfriend, and he puts her in really tight clothes and does pranks and, like, basically puts her out there. He's a whoremonger, you know, and basically puts her out there selling the image and selling her likeness online so that people click it to view it. And then he does a prank where he's like, hey, why are you looking at my girlfriend? You know, it's like, bro, you're wicked as hell. You know that men look at stuff like that. And for you to do that is ultimately wicked. This is a wicked thing, man, you know? And you think the Lord's not watching you, and he's not considering what you're doing, and there's no recourse, there's no recompense? Proverbs 5:21, for the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord Yahweh, and he pondereth all his goings. Proverbs 14:12, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Proverbs 16:2, all the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord Yahweh weigheth the spirits. Right, see? This is crazy. This is crazy the way that this is laid out for you. And it's reiterated again, Proverbs 16:25. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. All right? So that's it, man. This is not to be compromised. I don't know what you younger people think that this is, you know, and I'm speaking to those weird ass people that do that. You know, obviously the brothers know not to do pranks like that. And it's dumb to do that. And then you consider the fact, when we consider, you know, all of our doings now for you brothers, you need to consider all your ways as well. That, hey, the Lord's watching every endeavor that I do. I need to be careful. I need to not slip. I need to try to focus on the scriptures in order to get me out of this. To think smart, man. See what I'm saying? Jeremiah 17:10, because you're gonna get the judgment, and you don't need that in your life. All right. Jeremiah 17:10. I, the Lord Yahweh, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. See, it's in so much as you reap what you sow. You play stupid games, you're gonna get stupid prizes, man. And that young boy's lucky that he said, what you gonna do about it? If that man felt threatened for his life and thought that you were reaching for something as with a concealed carry permit, you could straight up smoke that guy, man. Or pop him in the leg. I mean, it's literally legal to do it. If you try to trip on somebody who's got that, this is really not a game out here. And, some people are literally strapping, man. You got to be careful. And in some states, a lot of people are strapping, legally. And they're responsible individuals. And if you play with them, they will hurt you, man. That's why you got to be careful. So it's a warning, to be careful, man, out here. Because the Lord's pondering all the ways of man. You think it's right for you, but it's not. See what I'm saying? So, hey, first and foremost, man, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Lord willing, this was edifying. Again, stop playing. Take heed to what he said.
So the still image behind me, that's green screen, is from man in the background with the camera. This got to be an internet joke. This got to be one of those TikTok pranks. Everything is not a joke. Please stop. And again, the young fella right here continues with the TikTok prank. So Unc says, all right, since you want to play so much, I got a concealed carry permit. What you want to do?
Yeah, and that right there could have turned real ugly, because you just don't need a random standoff with a guy who you don't even know. And you just like getting involved. You know what I mean? The scriptures say, if it be at all possible, be at peace with all men. So that's that. Shalom to the hopeful elect.